actually having a conversation with them and saying, if you continue to do this, this is what's going to
Yes,
happen.
but it's
You
not
know.
like it's not like a door though. That's exactly what happens if somebody in the coma.
Oh
But
no,
it's
I'm
not
not
like
talking about a door. I'm
it's
talking
not
about a
like a
path. I'm talking
no.
about a
That's what I'm
path.
saying. Look, this is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When somebody in the coma, like say for instance, the nigga was fucking getting away with fucking murder, then he. If you keep doing this, you're gonna die like this. Showing him how he'll die, what will happen, all of that. That's exactly what, like all that stuff that happens. Yeah, you talk to Jesus, you talk to God while you're up in that coma, and when you come back, you don't know, but inside you know that you was talking to.
Oh, to God, yeah. And
you
then people.
like,
That's when people say, "Oh, I seen God. I seen the light," or whatever.
No, the motherfucker be like, "I had a dream."
Yeah.
About, you know what I'm saying? I was talking to this person, and this is the thing. This is how crazy it be. They'd be like, they was talking to a person, but that person be God. Like, say for instance, it'd be like God in, like I said, it'd be God in another person. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. Like, all right, one of my, it was guy used to go to church. He used to go to my church, years ago, probably like 8 or 9 years ago. He used to go to the club all the time, right? He was the sound guy at the church. He was the sound guy at the church. Like, so imagine like the dude doing sound, trying to make sure the sound right in church. This motherfucker smoking, drinking, going to clubs, partying, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, the pastor told him, he was like, it's gonna be a shootout at the club the next time you go. It's gonna be a shootout next time you go. You're gonna be in there, and we gonna have a conversation. No. He just said we're gonna have a conversation. He goes to he told us the story. He went to the club. It was a shootout happening. Bullets passing right by his ass. He looked in a glass. He looked in the bottle that he had in his hand, and he seen our pastor face in the bottle, and it like they was having a conversation while bullets is fucking going right past his hand. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some. Of course, my pastor wasn't there, but it was like God was talking to him through the person that through the person that he's under. Who is he under? God has him under somebody that's telling the stories of God, which is the pastor. So like that's why people should go to a church, because if you choose the right church, or if you're under the right pastor, like you just said, some pastors just be in it for the money. If you're under the right leader, the person who's supposed to be like having a thumbprint on your life through God, if you're in that right place, stuff like that will happen. Like, you might be going somewhere and you might hear the voice of your leader. But you might hear God, but it'd be like through the voice of your leader. It ain't no coincidence like that you heard somebody that sound like your pastor. So you dumb. That's all they do though. Like,
that's a message.
Just you hear God, but it's through the person that he has leading you. Like, yes, I can believe it. Like, all that shit be really fair. You're like, nigga, I've been in church all my life. So I like, there's so many stories. There's so many freaking stories like that. It's stuff that I done seen happen in the church with my own eyes. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that like I know for a fact. What up, man? Stuff that I know for a fact. So like I don't be saying this stuff off what I'm just like, I learned this, I heard this. No, nigga, I actually seen some of this stuff with my own eyes. That's what made me believe. I mean, like, it was times that I was like, man, y'all ain't doing nothing for me. everything I prayed for, that bitch ain't happening until stuff started happening to where I knew that only he could have done this. No matter what it is, if you start believing in it, it's gonna be something that's gonna get you tapped in. No matter what it is, when it is, how long it takes, it'll happen. Whereas like when you're a Christian, it seems like more bad stuff happen to you. Yeah, because it's like the devil wanted you. You know what I'm saying? Like he wanted you before God did, or like he wanted to capture you.
So do you think? So then, so what do you say to those people who say people pray on to Jesus and everything to save them? When he didn't save people from slavery, and he didn't save from, and people who say, oh, God called this person to home or whatever.
If
so
somebody, if hey, put it like this, I can end it right here. If that stuff ain't happening to some of our ancestors, we wouldn't even fucking be here.
Yep.
Yeah. I can leave it at that.
Including rape too. Like people talk about rape, like like how some people say, oh yeah, you weren't meant to be here, or God calling people home and stuff. And he was like, well, why would God call somebody home in the worst way? Why would he watch somebody get raped and murdered and all that stuff?
Some stuff happens to people for other people.
So you believe like things happen to other people in order to save someone else?
Yes.
Okay, I can see your point in it. I can see your point.
Like, let me see.
We can talk about rapists and stuff in general. I mean, you know.
If my real father didn't die, I wouldn't know y'all today. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If my pops didn't die, I wouldn't know y'all today. Okay, then you said you had a dude or homie that died in the arms with you?
Yeah.
Alright, imagine if that bullet was for you, but he ended up getting it.
Yeah, true. Yeah. So do you think that's why suicide happens too? Then you think some people commit so you think in not in God's plan, of course, but some people kill themselves in order to save others.
No, not suicide. Why? Not suicide.
Like I can't live with this. Like I can't live like this or whatever. So I'm gonna kill myself instead of killing other people.
We were not like created to be weak individuals.
Well, but the flesh is weak. But the flesh is weak though.
Yeah, but who is like somebody that like will take over the flesh?
Lucifer. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
So if he took over your flesh, and you end up killing yourself, that ain't have nothing to do with God.
Okay, what about people? What about kids who die of cancer and Down syndrome?
How did they get it?
Well, I know kids can contract Down syndrome due to incest. Cancer as a 6-year-old or as a teen, I don't know. But I do know Down syndrome and stuff comes from incest. Like anything that has something to do with syndrome has something to do with of course incest. But yeah, I just like to actually I like to talk about this stuff because this I don't know.
It's better than sitting here talking shit about each other about fucking
Nah, Fari would love that, because Fari toxic himself.
Nigga, out of any conversation, I'd take this over that. Yeah. Because some people don't know. Like, some people have no sense at all to it.
I like to ask these kind of questions because it brings conversation out of folks.
Uses another percent of your money.
Yeah. Well, it displays common sense and and all that extra good stuff.
Tapping into another percent of your brain.
When you have an not an intellectual, but an intelligent conversation with other motherfuckers and try to show you how stupid everybody else is. Nobody. Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, I ain't gonna say, well, for people who don't know stuff, it just displays ignorance. And ignorance isn't a bad thing, because ignorance just lets a person know, and the definition of ignorance is, oh, you know, a person not knowing. That's all the ignorant means. You don't know.
Motherfuckers love to call me slow, dude. I ain't got no GED. Bitch, I probably know more shit than you.
Well, GED has nothing to do with upbringing. So you know things based on your upbringing because you decided, your parents or you decided to inform yourself. I said your GED has not.
I did not say JHAWK. I heard you.
I was saying GED doesn't define upbringing. Because 90 or 95% of people in America were born and grew up off Christianity, and that's if we talking about black people.
I think I heard that. Somebody. Yeah.
To be honest with you,
between what? What did you say?
What's the difference between baptism and Christianity?
Baptist and Christianity?
Yeah.
Nothing. It's just the black version.
Okay, so look, the best way I can explain to you, Proof, is that Baptists believe in the afterlife. Christians don't. Baptist people think that when you die, we will be reborn again. And Christianity believes that there isn't going to be an afterlife because there's a better place after death. So that's the best way I can explain it to you, because that's how it was explained to me.
Okay, what a crowd.
Well, I thought it was black and white.
No, Baptist people, they believe in the afterlife. Christian people, they don't believe in that.
All the Baptist church I went to was black folks.
Yeah, well, it was either well, amongst black people, either you were Christian or you were Baptist. Or you were Muslim, and that was a small percentage. Like Ali didn't believe in Christianity. He was a Muslim.
He felt like that was doing more than what God did.
So, yeah. That's the difference. But that's as close of a difference I can really explain it to you guys. You know, that's how, because like I said, that's how it was explained to me. Christians believe that there's a better place outside of the afterlife. That's why they don't believe in afterlife.
Yes.
They believe that when you die, there's going to be a kingdom. There's going to be God promises you a land, you know, for yourself, and you know all that extra stuff. Cupcaking ass nigga.
Man, y'all niggas stay out of my mic.
It's like, of course, God knew all things. But this brand saved us.
But it ain't. It ain't like Baptist people. It's not like Baptist people don't believe in God, because they do. They just believe God has a better plan for us after death. That's all it is. All it is. And as far as like with the devil and everything, that's why some people, they believe that we're already living in hell because we are the devil's angels, because we're on earth. We're on earth. Where everything, all the sins and stuff is all happening on earth. You know. And they believe when the end of the world is supposed to happen, which is Judgment Day, that the devil's angels, which is us, we are going to fight against God's angels as the world is on the brink of destruction while the earth is on fire. So yeah, something to think about. And all like the dead shall rise and all this extra stuff. But everybody got a different belief though. That's why I said nobody has a right or wrong answer. The only thing I can get with is them people who talk about the devil. Like, oh, I believe in Lucifer's Bible and all this shit. I can't get with that at all, son. Hell no.
What you say about Lucifer?
No, I said I just don't believe in that Lucifer Bible. Them people who don't believe in God, they believe in the devil.
You don't believe in God, you believe in the devil.
No, I'm talking about people, but you know, there's people who believe in Lucifer. They have a, oh my God.